So Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everybody. This movie. This isn't a terrible movie. Like, it's not absolute. This isn't an F. I'll give you a little sneak preview there. It's not an F movie. But a lot of people really don't like How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Ron Howard from 2000. Guess we'll get into that. First off, this movie has like a 49% on Rotten Tomatoes. Which isn't good for a big budget movie. And when you look through like the review section and you just see like the little quotes from the reviews and stuff like that, I'm seeing a lot of green splatters on there. And as a matter of fact, it's like 90% green splatters. I kind of, for the longest time, I really disliked this movie. But I think having watched it again over the holidays and being in a good Christmas mood, and I think I appreciated it a little more this time around. Now, How the Grinch Stole Christmas originally, of course, was a Dr. Seuss book, and always loved that book. And I love the look of the characters, and I love the feel of the story, and it has like a nice moral in the end, and a nice, this bad guy turns himself around kind of thing. Okay, and I love that since I was a kid. But you know what else I loved since I was a kid was the cartoon version, the television special. Now, that was made in 1966, and it starred Boris Karloff as the Grinch. Now, that is a Christmas classic. Then in the year 2000, Ron Howard decided to take on this project. Ron Howard, in my mind, is like, he is Hollywood. And I think some of the good things about Hollywood. He made Splash, Cocoon, Willow. And of course, Ron Howard was an actor back in the day too, starting on the Andy Griffith Show, like way back before I was born. I grew up with Ron Howard on Happy Days. The guy can do no wrong. I like most of the stuff this guy's made. But when this movie came out, there was something about it. It was just like, there was a lot about it that just was really stupid. Of course, the story of the Grinch, we all kind of know it, right? The Grinch lives up on the mountain and he looks down on the Who's down in Whoville, and he hates how happy they are and how much they celebrate, and just makes a bunch of noise, and he's just a grumpy old bastard. He's gonna stop Christmas from coming. So he goes down to Whoville and he steals all the presents and the ornaments and everything to do with Christmas. He takes it and then he goes to dump it all in the end. But then in the end, the Grinch has a change of heart when he realizes that the Who's aren't celebrating Christmas because of the presents that they're giving each other. It's all about getting together and celebrating life, right? And celebrating this time of year, like how much we care about each other, and that's what it's supposed to be about. Now, The Grinch 2000 pitches that story at you, of course, but it's kind of buried in a lot of extraneous kind of pseudo Dr. Seuss, pseudo Christmas crap. Like the movie itself. Okay, so it's not terrible. All the actors are fine here. This is 2000. They put out what they thought entertained people and would make them some money, let's not kid anybody. Even though the story is about, Christmas isn't all about being materialistic. It's about our love for one another and blah, blah, blah. But Hollywood wants your money. So, I don't criticize this movie for being very commercial, because it's way commercial. So, of course, they had the hottest actor in Hollywood, hottest comedy actor, Jim Carrey, came in, played the Grinch. I gotta say, the Grinch costume, outfit, makeup is really good, and he looks like the Grinch from the cartoon or from the book, or close enough. You could have put any comedy actor in there. It would have looked just as good. That's what I like about it. Jim Carrey is unrecognizable, really, in this. And it's only, even playing the role, he's clearly playing a character. This isn't his greatest performance or anything like that, but it's not his worst either. You can tell he actually, tried to do this pretty good. What I don't like about it though is it seems like the script was written intentionally so that Jim Carrey could get some Jim Carrey jokes in there. There's so much like extra stuff in this movie. First of all, the animated special back from 1966, that was only like 23 minutes long or something, allowing for commercials. It was a half-hour time slot. This one is an hour and 45 minutes long. It's almost 2 hours long. They put so much extra crap in this. It's a well-produced and very expensive-looking extra crap, but it's extra, and it's crap. And they give the Grinch a backstory, like a love story kind of thing, and that gets resolved in the end, and it's like, why? And even though the Grinch looks pretty good in this movie, I don't like how the Who's look. I think it looks just stupid. They just got like one prosthetic like rat nose or whatever, or most of them do. But otherwise they look like completely normal people. The businessman wears a business suit, and the mailman wears his mail suit, and that really, to me, that's one thing that really brings it away from a Dr. Seuss feeling movie. I don't care how crazy your angles are on your buildings and stuff. If your characters aren't wearing saggy pajamas, then it's not really Dr. Seuss to me. You get some good actors in there, like Jeffrey Tambor. I like that guy. I think he's funny, and he wasn't terrible in the movie. It's just that the way that he's wedged into the story, and he becomes the villain and the bully and whatever, and it's all so extra. I did enjoy watching this more than I did the first time. It's not that bad. I mean, I could see if you were a little kid and you watched this movie, you'd find it pretty funny. There might be a couple like scary moments in it even. As far as I know, this is one of the first movies that Jim Carrey ever made that was kind of targeted at kids. Like, of course, the movie wants to make the adults laugh, and it wants to have the, the current hip references and stuff, and the kind of off-color humor of Jim Carrey in there. But there's still like a lot of jokes that make kids laugh, and it's just simple and it's fun, but it's too damn long for one thing. I mean, I understand. Yeah, of course you had to stretch it out. It was half an hour, and you got to put this out in the theater, and you want it to be profitable. I mean, first of all, because you probably had to pay that ridiculous $12 million per movie for Jim Carrey or something like that. So yeah, you had to make it worthwhile. But it didn't have to be so damn long, and we didn't need so many characters. And what they did with Cindy Lou Who, I didn't really care for either. She's the only one that doesn't look weird and have like a rat nose in town. It's weird and it's off-putting. But if you make it through this movie, you still get eventually that classic Grinch story, and you get the whole point of it all. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. So that's the point of this movie. But it takes a really long time to get to that point. Okay, so overall, did I hate this movie? No, I didn't hate this movie. When it first came out, I think I kind of used the word hate a few times. But that was 20 years ago. And I watched it again. Yeah, I understand it a little more. I mean, not like it's complex or anything, but I understand the motivations for making it. I understand what it does deliver compared to what it doesn't. I guess overall, I'd have to give How the Grinch Stole Christmas, I'm going to give it a C. A lot of talent and a lot of money went into making this movie, and it does miss its target a little bit. Should you let your kids watch it? Sure, why not? If you're just going to watch this on your own and you want to watch something Christmassy, meh, I don't know. Go to some of the better ones. This is low on priority for Christmas viewing. The original one, though, yes, of course, you should watch that, and I wish I had a VHS copy of it so I could review it. But that one would be all thumbs up, whereas this one's kind of like... Have a good one out there, everybody.